here. Woo! The sun is in my face. The sun is in my face. Bike blogger here. Which side of the road do you ride your bike on? Topic of the day. Topic of the day. Let's go this way. Whew. Yeah, the sun's going down, so it's kind of getting dangerous. I'm gonna get off the regular road and cut through back here a little bit. Whew. The weather is amazing right now. So which side of the road do you ride your bike on? What I mean by that is, do you ride your bike against traffic or with traffic? A little bit of confusion there. As a kid, you may ride your bike on the sidewalk or the pavement, or whatever you want to call it, the edge of the road. But as you get older, you should be riding your bike on the road, not on the sidewalk, especially in a non-residential area, because typically commercial district will be busier, and there'll actually be rules, laws, what have you, that say you shouldn't even be riding the bike on the sidewalk. It's pretty standard, I think, no matter where you live, at least in the United States. All right, making it a habit to stop at the stop signs. I was thinking actually this week to count every stop sign I come across. I guess I could do that. How many have I seen so far? 2? I think 2 stop signs. So I'll try to do that in this video just to see how many there actually are. Because there's a lot. Come across a lot of them because I typically stay with the residential areas where I am. So here's a little tiny stop sign. Number 3. Number 3. So yeah, I always ride with traffic on the right side of the road. Now, whether you ride your bike on the right or the left side of the road, it really depends on where you live. You know, if you drive on the left side of the road, then you'd be riding your bike on the left side of the road, and so forth. But yeah, typically, I don't think I've ever, I'm trying to remember. This is the 4th stop sign. I don't think I've ever, let's make a left here. I don't think I've ever ridden my bike on the road against traffic. I have seen other cyclists do that. Why would you do that? Well, maybe if you're coming out of somewhere on one side of the road and you just gotta go a little ways down the road, rather than cross the road, you know, onto the other side and the proper side, and then cross back over, you're like, you know, I'll just basically go the wrong way down the road a little bit, and then, not saying it's correct or anything, just go the wrong way down the road a little bit and just go right back in. So like, say you're pulling out of a parking lot or something and you want to go to a different business establishment that is, have I missed any stop signs? I don't think so. Another business establishment that happens to be on the same side of the road. So instead of crossing the road and cross back over, you just go down the road. Now, typically in these situations, you could just take the sidewalk, and that would be a situation where I would actually, I would cautiously recommend, if you're considering doing that, because for whatever reason, maybe it's a very big, wide, busy road, and you feel that it might be safer to stick to the sidewalk, that would be a situation where I would say, well, if you're gonna do it, stick to the sidewalk. You just gotta watch out for everywhere that sidewalk breaks with the road, or like a parking lot, in other words, a driveway. So you gotta be very careful. You gotta not just look in front of you, you gotta look behind you, because you gotta assume people just don't see you coming. Especially if you're in a situation where they don't expect to see you, like on a sidewalk along a busy road or something. So yeah, in that case, I would say it's okay. So BikeBlogger said it's okay. BikeBlogger said it was okay. Well, you know, in very specific circumstances, if you really don't want to cross the road and then cross back over, if you're gonna go more than a block though, I would certainly just get on the main road, go down to the next block, and then get back over. I think that'd be safest to do it that way. In fact, generally, I think it'd be safest to, here's the 5th stop sign, safest to just go through an intersection, you know, on the regular traffic lane versus trying to cross on a crosswalk on a bike. you can do that. You can cross along a crosswalk with a bike. I've done it before. This guy's turning. That's why he's going so slow. And he's actually U-turning. He's actually going back the other way. Let's follow him. Let's go this way. So you can actually do that. And I'm actually guilty of doing that myself. Riding my bike in the crosswalk. Especially if the crosswalk begins and ends along a bike trail. You know, like the Grants Trail. I went on that just, you know, a few videos ago. And you saw me riding, you know, my bike on the trail and then riding my bike along the crosswalk between intersections. And I think that's perfectly fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Hey, that cyclist just went right to the red light. He got a little jump start on the green though. I will say that I've been a little guilty of that myself. I don't know what they call it, jumping the red or whatever, but you're just about to see the light turn green, so you go, you know, just so you can get ahead of the traffic. I don't know if that's something a lot of cyclists do. Obviously this guy ahead of me did it. I have to slow down here. He's kind of taking his time a little. Nice and easy. He's got pretty good placement in the bike lane. You gotta watch out for those twigs. I want to be kind of further away from the gutter, so you gotta avoid the joggers and stuff too though. Sorry about the sun, it's probably in your way on the camera. Actually want to turn around. Look at those rich people, they got their own greenhouse there in their front yard. I'm gonna turn around and go back the other way. So let's do that here. Nobody behind me. I'll just have to be patient and wait over here. Kind of on a boulevard right now. Actually, I think this is called the boulevard. Typically where you have like an island in between the two direction traffic lanes. Okay, now you can see my shadow. You can see my shadow. I am wearing a helmet. I don't know if you can tell the shadow. I always recommend wearing a helmet. A helmet. So, I typically ride my bike in kind of suburbia, some sort of smaller urban centers, and residential areas mainly is where you see a lot of my videos. So I don't ride a whole lot in a big downtown urban environment where you have a lot of one-way streets. I know some cities have counterflow bike lanes, as they call it, which is basically you can go in the opposite direction. Actually, I think I can cut. Let's go up this way. I think I can climb up through here a little bit and then pop back out. Let's see where this goes. Whew. Oh, the hell. Oh, what the hell. It's a little tiny island here. I just mosey around the island here. Whee! Another little miniature island here. Let's go around this one. All right. Pop back out. Oh, I haven't. I forgot. I haven't been even keeping track of the number of stop signs. I think this might be the 6th or 7th stop sign we crossed. Certainly going to be an abnormal amount of stop signs when you're going in and out of residential neighborhoods, which is what I just did there. A lot of traffic. It's rush hour right now. That guy across the street, he wants to go left. So I could go ahead of him if the traffic to my left stops before the traffic to the other way, but it's just really busy right now. So I guess I can kind of put it in practice here. So here's a situation where you could go counterflow. Let's do it now, actually. I'm gonna go down the sidewalk here. So now I'm going counterflow to traffic, but I'm on the sidewalk. This is one of those situations where I'd say it is safer to be on the sidewalk if you're going against traffic. Horribly unsafe to be going against traffic in an area where they don't expect you to go against traffic, like there is no counterflow bike lane. You know, I mean, I think I would figure this is common sense, but I do see cyclists quite often go the wrong way down the road. It gives you a sense of safety because you can see the traffic coming up on you, rather than you know, it's behind you and you're worried that actually we can cross here. We got a green light. Everyone can wait for us. How about that? So yeah, I mean. Yeah, always ride in the same direction as traffic on the same side of the road as the direction the traffic is going. You go that same direction. That's what you should do. I don't feel like I should have to say this, but that's what you should do. So that's one of those situations back there where you know, you've probably seen me in other videos where I'm going against traffic, but I'm not on the main road. I'm on a sidewalk. That sidewalk also had very few driveways, although it did have some driveways, so you gotta really slow down for those. My channel doesn't exist to berate cyclists though, but these are some things I notice and things to be aware of. Not telling you not do it necessarily, I'm just saying, hey, you know, there's a danger there. Be aware that there's a danger there. I mean, like I'm coming up on an intersection here. There's no stop sign or a yield sign, but there is a danger there because I just crossed the, just crossed the intersection, and you know, there could have been someone who just flew right through it, because you can't trust the motorist to stop or yield or anything. In addition, you can't assume that people are not going to get jacked up on something, you know, drunk or whatever, before they get into an automobile. So always give yourself plenty of space between the road users around you. Now, a lot of times you don't have this luxury because the road might be narrow, or you might be dealing with some pretty inexperienced motorists in terms of driving their cars around other cyclists, or in terms of people that just don't realize the danger because they're in a, you know, a steel cage, so to speak. They're in the little literal bubble of their car, and they may be driving, you know, less than an arm length, you know, like you reach out your arm, less than an arm length from you, and they could easily just roll you over and kill you, or, you know, cause some pretty serious harm. They may not even realize this, you know, they don't put two and two together. It's like, you know, you're watching a movie and there's like all this stuff going on in the movie. There's explosions and there's, you know, gunfire and everything else, and, you know, it's like, oh wow, look at that, that's pretty impressive, or that's really neat, or whatever. But in real life, man, you know, just takes one wrong move from anybody and that could be game over. Game over. So here we go. I'm on the road here, and I can go counterflow here. So let's go counterflow again. Here's some dangers though. See, there's an intersection here. It's a pretty popular intersection. So there's a guy with a signal on. He's gonna turn right here. So they don't always have their signals on though, so you gotta watch for that. Okay. You gotta watch for pedestrians, of course. So here I am, la-di-da-di. Obviously don't want to be going 20 miles per hour down a sidewalk. You gotta watch out for the pedestrians. Here's some intersections or driveways. So you gotta watch out for the driveways. Now we're coming up with a whole bunch of pedestrians. It's just not so fun to ride a bike on a sidewalk. Now I did do a video previously about, you know, is it okay to ride a bike on a sidewalk? And I think I came to the similar conclusion where it said, like, basically, yeah, it's kind of okay. Here's a crosswalk. I barely made that. That was cutting it close because the thing it said, don't walk. Didn't say don't bike. But, and now I'm on a trail right now that actually had paint on the road or on the ground that said, you know, bicyclists along this way. Because this is a situation where they got a walking path to the right and a cycling path right here where I'm on to the left. Now this is pretty rare. We're riding along a university here, so it's, you know, you don't usually come across these sort of things. But for a few blocks going this way, we do have this nice little trail, multi-use trail, I guess you could kind of call it. They even have little, actually, speed bumps here. Oh yeah, I haven't been counting the stop signs. I think we're still at less than 10 stop signs. It says stop in red. We'll go ahead and stop because it's about to turn green here. And there we go. Should be green now. Well, all right. The cyclist went and I went. Didn't turn for us. I don't know why. Maybe because the traffic on the road was getting a right turn. I don't know. It didn't have a right turn arrow though. with a green arrow, so I don't really understand that. Maybe it was about to turn clear to walk or cross that crosswalk. I don't know. I don't come up along here very often, so actually I take that back. Come along here quite often, I just don't go this particular way. We're going up a slight incline right now. It's a fair bit of pedestrians because class is in session right now, although it is late afternoon. And it's a wonderful day right now. It feels really nice outside. Whew. I'm actually kind of surprised all the pedestrians are actually walking in the pedestrian section of the trail. They don't say this is multi-use, but I would imagine a lot of people walk on this side too, because it's just wider. Whew. So we're coming up on somebody up here. He's in the, they're in the bike. Oh, they're just crossing the road there, I think. Whew. Up the hill. A little stoplight up here. So yeah, that's what I have for you this week, you know. Do you ride on the left or the right side of the road? And it depends on what country you live in, right? Whew. Oh boy, the sun is real low now. All right. So now the trail is basically just a sidewalk. It's getting narrower as we go. As we go further and further from the university. Whew. But what we can do is we can cut inside the university here. You've seen me cut around here before. I think I'm just gonna turn around though, because people on the street, because all the classes are letting out, so you're probably busy in that parking garage I often leave out. Let's see here. Probably just spin it back around. People playing tennis over there. Shoot. It's late February and it's crazy nice outside. Pretty dang nice. Got my gloves in case I fall. Always good to have gloves. I think I'll just spin it back around here and go back out to the quad. And probably just go back out the way I came in. So watch out for pedestrians. Yeah, because the parking garage is pretty busy right now. I think I see a couple of bikes over there. Oh, there's a bunch of bikes. Gotta get pictures of the bikes for you. All right. It's a quad to the left. It doesn't look so bad right now. I think they finally did a little landscaping on it. Some more bikes. I'm gonna head back out the way we're climbing in. It's kind of screwing around right now. Woo-wee. Yeah, so what else is there to say? I guess not much else. Well, anyway, thanks for watching me on the BikeBlogger channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and we'll see you next time. Whew. Blah, 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 blah. Bike blogger here. Bike blogger here. Bike blogger here. Bike blogger here.